Thanks very much. That was Hunger's Daughter, that's one of my songs. I was kind of missing my band there because I normally play fiddle in that one. These songs are all my own. As I think Liz said, I'm from Shetland. I write songs, play guitar, play fiddle, and I sail ships as well. So I spend a lot of time off sailing the oceans. And this is a song that was inspired by a place I spent some time a few years ago. Is there anybody in from Ascension Island tonight? I have to ask because it didn't happen once. So, and this is a song about a lovely little bay on Ascension Island, where in the 1800s, when the British Navy were battling against the slave trade, trying to put an end to it, a lot of the sailors would get malaria, yellow fever, various diseases, and they would get put ashore on this island, theoretically, to get some comfort. But really, most of them were never going to leave that place. It was named Comfort Cove, but the sailors quickly renamed it Comfortless Cove. And this song is called Comfortless Cove, and it kind of explores places that we all look to for comfort in our bad times. Saw this island, I was just 23, with a set of brass buttons and a soft rolling sea. We had chased a slave ship for the bite of India. The gunpowder still clung to my clothes. We anchored at Georgetown and made repairs, where Green Mountain rose high through the tropical air. As we sailed up the west coast, we lowered our flag for the poor souls at Comfortless Cove. In Freetown's great harbour we watered the fleet. In St. George the launch I steered for the creek. In the shade of the mangroves we swatted mosquitoes and loaded the barrels aboard. I cried out for Orkney when the fever set in, so the ship's surgeon told me as he swabbed my hot skin. But by 14 days out, I was so sick and weak that at Ascension they put me ashore. Oh, now the light hurts my eyes as I write my last letter back home. Yet as far out of reach as the waves on the beach, as I lie here at Comfortless Cove, as I lie here at Comfortless Cove. Now the rain in my ears rises up to a scream. I wake with the shivers and I see them here. Shackled together, they trudge up the sand, their faces bowed down with the shame. And they pass right before me with a rattle and stamp. And I hear the music and their low mournful chat, taking their comfort for the beat of their feet and a spirit that cannot be chained. Oh, now the light hurts my eyes as I write my last letter back home. Yet as far out of reach as the waves on the beach, as I lie here at Comfortless Cove, as I die here at Comfortless Cove. for the Bible to find their relief. I fear not the dark, for thou walketh with me. Some turn to the rum, and I don't grudge them some here a comfort to lighten their way. In the midst of a dream, o' the wild bursty shore, a wave o' the fever comes o'er me once more, and I feel my heart race, and a rushing of blood, and a whiteness that cuts to my brain. To the beat of my pulse there's the splashing of oars, and I watch as a longboat approaches the shore. One man leaps to the water, the painter in hand. It's a ship full of Orkney men brave. And there's Ronald, there's Einar, there's Harold the Pale, there's Thorfinn and Sigurd, there's Magnus himself. And all my pain lifts as I crawled in the sand, and I drag myself into the waves. Ooh, and I'll make one last wish as I'm pulled to the gunwale above, that the weak and the pained, the lost and the chained find some peace here in comfortless grove. May you find peace in your comfortless grove. Song now. Is anybody here a traveller? Have you got any travellers in the room? This song is dedicated to all the travellers. It was written about a journey. We got one, that's great. It's written about a journey. It was also a kind of an attempt to describe that unearthly wind that blows in the desert in Australia. So the song sort of took me through Australia, Indonesia. Maybe looking for something, who knows what we're doing when we travel, but the song tries to explore some of those things. This is called Desert Wind. As I stood by the side of a lake without water, I could hear the wind whisper to me. It came from the north and it came from the east, and it moved through the shimmering trees. I steadied myself and prepared for the onslaught, my eyes closed as it rushed towards me. But it just blew right through me on its way to nowhere, heedless, remorseless and free. Bright o'er the desert, sun o'er the sky, as wind asks no questions, expects no reply. Aye, aye, aye. Salt blown, sand blown, a moment in time. Held in the desert, yet cast to the sky. Aye, aye, aye. Well, I want many days to a town by the ocean, and I waltzed for a time on the beach, and a red sun would sink on a hazy horizon. We want shores that were just out of reach, caught between a wilderness of earth and of water. I followed the path by the sea, and I questioned the birds that fed down by the shore. deserts just continued to feed. Bright o'er the desert, sun o'er the sky. As wind asks no questions, expects no reply. Aye, aye, aye. Salt blow and sand blow, a moment in time. Held in the desert, yet cast to the sky. Aye, aye, aye. In a place where the mountains rise sheer through the jungle, and a heavy surf breaks on the shore, through a garbage-strewn tarmac of raw noise and sulphur, a stream of humanity flows. And as the light fades and the crowd drifts away, I enter a garden of peace, where the woman who mixes the potion of wonder that makes every tongue clear to my ears, she says there are no answers if you ask the right questions, and she tops up my cup as she leaves. Bright o'er the desert, sun o'er the sky. This wind asks no questions, expects no reply. Aye, aye, aye. Salt blow and sand blow, a moment in time. Held in the desert, yet cast to the sky. Aye, aye, aye. Thank you very much. I've got one more song left now, and I'd just like to say a big thank you. It's a real privilege to play on the Danny Kyle stage tonight, so I'm delighted. Thanks, Liz, for the opportunity, and thanks to the whole team here setting up, and especially Amy on the sound. Thanks very much, and to you all for coming. It's been a real pleasure. This last song is called Within Sadness. It's kind of about how we find happiness within our sadness, or find that our sadness is within happiness or something. It's about leisure, happiness and sadness all sort of wrapped up in each other. And it's a happy song. You'll have to take my word for that. Thanks again. I'm Barry NISBET, and it's been a pleasure to play for you. You struck sadness last night as you lay in my arms, and I thought everything was alright. We were safe in your room, and your shutters let in just a blade of that grey morning light. We were talking of things such as waltzes and wings and a two different colours of blue. You struck sadness and I was caught by surprise. I was lost for a moment or two. Out of glow, joy, a reminder of pain, out of comfort, some sorrow again, out of love, the suggestion of loneliness. You struck sadness last night as the wind shook the trees as it blew through the meadows outside. Like it blew for so long, I forgot it was gone till the sound brought it back to my mind. Out of closeness, a moment to dread, out of calm, hands and I thought everything was okay. We were holding on tight to the warmth of the night, just to keep the cold morning away. We were talking the gear, such as friendship and fear, and the things that we do all alone. And the biggest surprise, oh, the sadness was I that never realized it was gone. Out of coldness, a moment of bliss, out of fear, some content to miss. Through the dark fog, a bright ray of sunshine. In the wasteland, a warm burning flame. In the bleak night, some meaning again within sadness. A bright ray of sunshine.
Once more, Barry NISBET.